Okay, this is going to be a reading for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, you need to pay attention to the details, and you might have to step out of your comfort zone here. If you want to get something accomplished, you're going to have to make yourself uncomfortable. You might have to let go of a particular vision that you have, because the answers that you need are coming soon. You could be dealing with a Gemini. Yeah, the energy is not gaining momentum at this time. And a new start is not coming. But the end of a tough cycle is approaching. Yeah. You don't need to hold your vision, because there's not going to be a peaceful resolution. Let me see something. Yeah, there's not going to be a peaceful resolution. So, and a new start is not coming. So don't stop doing what you're doing, because somebody here doesn't believe in something. Somebody here doesn't believe a situation. And the answers you need are coming, because the energy is not gaining momentum. And romance is here. There is a new romantic cycle. There is a female that's going to be entering your life, and a child that's of significance to you. A new romantic or a business agreement begins, and an end of a tough cycle is approaching. So you need to stay focused on your health, because somebody's health is not improving. And you need to communicate clearly here in the near future. Okay, so you're going to have to communicate clearly when it comes to dealings or a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. When it comes to celebrating, having fun, and enjoying yourself here, because there's temporary problems. You could be taking a vacation physically or mentally, because there's obstacles that you need to overcome. But you are on the right path right now. You're not talking much. You're not saying a lot right now, because you're not happy, and you're not triumphing over obstacles concerning an opportunity or a windfall of money. Because forces are working against you, but there's great worry over nothing, because you are on the road to success. But forces are working against you at this time, and there's not going to be an opportunity or a windfall here. But you need to communicate clearly, because somebody's health is not improving. And there's dealings or a relationship with a younger woman. This could be a sister, a friend. And there's temporary problems with this woman concerning work, achievement, and your success. Concerning financial gain from something that you did in your past. And there's partings of ways in either romance or business, because somebody here is trying to make you do something against your will, and the dog's confirming that. There's a parting of ways in either romance or business because somebody's going to try to make you do something against your will. Your health is not improving because forces are working against you, and there's not going to be a peaceful resolution when it comes to having fun. Because you're not triumphant over your obstacles. And there's heartache over what you no longer have. You could be taking a trip. There's a journey, either physical or mental, that you're going to be on. But you're heartbroken over what you no longer have. You're mad and angry over what you no longer have. The dog is growling as I pull the card of control your anger, or you will be sorry. The dog's literally growling. Control your anger, or you will be sorry, because there's opportunities waiting for you because you are highly thought of. The dog confirmed that you need to control your anger. Let's see first here. Why is there not going to be a peaceful resolution? That's what I want to know. Because somebody here is continuing to lie to avoid a disaster. That's why there's not going to be a peaceful resolution. And there's an expected bill. Why is there a parting of ways in romance or business? Because you see things clearly for what they are now, and you're not blinded to the truth. So there's going to be a parting of ways because you see things clearly now for what they are. And somebody's trying to make you do something that you don't want to do. Yeah, so you're breaking free from this situation because it's toxic. All right, you need to communicate clearly that you need to hold back, make good business decisions. You're holding back and you're holding on to a situation, and you're going to be taking a step back because somebody here is not getting the help that they need from a doctor, and surgery, rest, or a vacation is required. And you need to communicate this clearly because the end of a tough cycle is approaching and your emotions are running high. But right now, communication is not the key. You might want to be quiet and take a step back. Learn how to make good business decisions concerning your long-term stability and security. Okay. And the truth is, you're going to be getting some kind of new ideas and inspirations. But the truth is that somebody here is losing control over a situation. There is a breakdown, a mechanical breakdown. An undercover cop. And somebody's losing control over this situation. And this is the truth. So you need to control your anger and communicate clearly. Because this person is continuing to lie to avoid a disaster when it comes to work, having fun, finances, their success. Because they're being watched. And because things are not moving forward, this is not a victory and this is not a success. Somebody could have a broken down vehicle, and that's the truth. Somebody could be being watched. And you'll be getting out of the house here because you're paranoid. Okay, wow. Whoa, okay. Okay. So you're going to be getting out of the house here because you're paranoid. You could be dealing with a Virgo, a Cancer, a Capricorn, an Aries, and a Scorpio. But there's a Cancer and an Aries here. You're going to be doing some kind of charity work. This person could be helping you boss up. This person could be helping you out and taking control over a situation. But you could be dealing with a boss here. There's a female here that's going to be entering your life, and you're going to be taking action, and there's a new opportunity for love. There's a new business opportunity. There's a new romantic opportunity, an opportunity for a new home, and you could also hear the news of the birth of a baby or a business agreement. And you're going to be taking action. You're going to be getting more information, and you're going to be watching and spying, because this is the truth. And you're going to be taking a new leap of faith because you're irritated and you're not speaking to someone. You could be irritated with some of your relatives here because there's conflict concerning enemies and a judgment that's going against you. And this person's not learning their lessons or reaching out, and you're pissed off here. You will be getting some kind of news that it's poor timing, there's a setback or a delay, and somebody here could be losing a fortune. They have nowhere else to go. And this is not moving forward. This is like trying to get in the boat with the boats filled with swords, and they have holes in it, and the water's just draining, and like you're drowning in this boat. And it's poor timing. You will get news about somebody not learning their lesson, and you're pissed off because it's poor timing for them to be doing this, and things are not moving forward. Because this person's not honoring their commitments when it comes to a financial opportunity being offered to you, and this is something that you have to work for, but you're rejecting this opportunity here. Because this person, there's a Gemini here that's blaming you, is acting bitter, not listening, not paying attention to the red flags. And they're not honoring their commitments concerning a financial opportunity because they're not interested. And they don't want what's being offered because this person's acting bitter, selfish, greedy, not cutting things out, not paying attention to the red flags, and this secrets are being exposed here. There's also an incident involving a vehicle again. And you're done. Some of you could be taking a round trip, but you're done with this situation because there's an invitation to an event here and it's fake love. This person's not going to show up and there's trouble. So you're done with this trouble. You're done with this fake love. You're just done. So now you're willing to work together and cooperate as a team. And you're going to be getting this off of your chest very soon, that you are done with this fake love. You're going to be collaborating with someone here and getting this off of your chest here. And there's going to be big happy changes. The number 1010 is important. But you need to control your anger, because you are very highly thought of. You're being watched. There's an undercover person in the environment here. And you need to be careful. Okay, let's see what else. Aquarius. You're not talking much at all. Okay. You need to find a place where you could truly be yourself and show people who you are and not be scared to let people know who you are. Because some of your connections feel like they're from a past life, like you've known this person before. And wow, there's control issues. You need to let go of expectations and allow things to unfold naturally. Stop trying to control the outcome of the situation because you're on the right path. There is going to be some kind of breaking news here. A surprise revelation will shift your perspective because there's control issues here and you need to release your expectations and step out of your comfort zone here because somebody is intrigued by you and wants to know you better. But they have double standards and they're trying to protect themselves because they're shared experiences. Yeah, somebody's trust in you is starting to fade, to waver. They're starting to not trust you anymore, and there's silent resentment, unexpressed feelings of dissatisfaction are simmering beneath the surface. So you're not satisfied because somebody's testing your limits. You're getting played. There's manipulation, lies, and control. And you're getting played. Yep. Somebody got caught getting played. Uncovering evidence, getting exposed, cheating revealed, manipulation, lies, and control. This is concerning getting a room at a motel, hotel, a suite. This is involving your work, your business. There's pleasure. You need to check yourself because you got caught. And everything's falling into pieces. It's falling apart. You need to be authentic and show people who you truly are because shit's about to go down. Because you got caught. You need to check yourself because things are falling apart. Concerning getting a room, you need to be authentic because you're crossing paths with someone here and you're getting played because there's double standards and you're sharing your experiences, but you're protecting yourself because there's control issues. This person's intrigued by you, but there's breaking news concerning your safe space and there's past life experiences. So you've had an experience with this person before. Okay, and somebody could be losing some money here. Have some past due bills going bankrupt. All right, so somebody here is taking screenshots and getting evidence concerning a jackpot or winning money. Trying to get rich concerning an inheritance. There's no bad habits here. There's no bad habits here, but somebody here is just getting ignored and rejected. And this person never has the facts. They make shit up and there's lies. So you're dodging bullets, you're blocking negativity, you're escaping crazy people, and you're protected by haters. They don't even have the facts, the truth. It's all gossip. And somebody here is getting ignored or rejected because they have to dodge a bullet, basically. Yeah, this person is a spiritual hater. It hates on your spirituality, your light, and your magic, and your power. So you're going to be stepping into your power because you're being praised. You're coming up in the spotlight. But somebody here acts rich. They floss money, acts fancy, and shows off. So they're pretending that they have something that they really don't have. They pretend to be rich. They pretend to have money. They pretend to be fancy. It's called fake flexing. Yeah, they're getting ratings on you. It's called divination abuse. And they're not letting their ego get into the way of a situation. Because they're creeping. And they're using the divination to guide themselves to do it. Period. That's abusive divination. Because they're broke. And they don't have any money. So they're creeping. There's abuse. Fake flexing. Ignoring, rejecting. And they don't even have all the facts. Because there's a thief in the picture. Somebody got robbed. There's a loss, theft, physical or emotional. And they're cock blocking. And somebody wants you back. There's a bad reputation. Again, a bad reputation because all they do is have love on the brain. They're always dreaming, fantasizing. But they have a bad reputation. They're cock blocking, they want you back. They're rejecting you, ignoring you, but they want you back. And they're pretending to have money that they don't have. Oh, and we have a stalker. Somebody's stalking you, watching you because they're obsessed with you. We're dealing with a Gemini. Because somebody here is trying to marry for money. Again, they're looking for somebody that can provide for them financially in the future. And somebody here doesn't have a car, so this confirms what I'm saying. It says carless. No car, repo, and car issues. So just dust it off. Let's see what the crime cards say. Let's see. Oh, we don't have a manipulative ex on the scene. None. And you actually have real compliments that aren't fake. But the mask is slipping off here. Your real feelings are going to be exposed. Yep, there is an X on the scene. So in the picture again, somebody wants you back. They're trying to get back into your good graces, possible second chances, and sliding into your DMs. But y'all don't have the same vision. Y'all don't share the same vision, morals, traditions. Especially when it comes to your social circle. Because you like to interact with other people, you're popular, you're charming, and you're at ease in social settings. And you do have loyal fans. Okay. Remember, you do have a stalker. They're trying to cock block you. For the crime cards, we have a meeting and suicide. So somebody here could be having a meeting about somebody. They could be trying to control their mind to make them depressed because they're trying to get money. There's a stalker out there. And this is causing legal proceedings. Because there's a serial killer out there. And they're stalking. They're watching. And there's a meeting here concerning suicide. Meeting. The same shit, different day. Because they want somebody that's stable, rich, a business owner, a CEO, somebody with big dick energy, and they're clout hungry. And this is the same shit, different day. Yeah, and there is no mind control anymore. They can't control this situation because there's a man-made disaster. And there's no regret. So this is not happening in perfect timing. In the near future, it's not going to be a good time. So you might want to take some time to meditate and think about all of this, because we have a stalker, we have a serial killer, we have divination abuser, we got bad reputations, all kinds of stuff in here. Yeah, somebody's not really valuable because they're mean. There could be issues with integrity and attachments because this person is in a commitment. You're dealing with somebody that's in a commitment. And karma is here because you're very focused on this female with dark hair. And karma is here. You will reap what you have sown. This person is very focused on this female with dark hair. And this is a toxic story concerning new opportunities with this female. And there's another female in the picture. Another young female. And karma's here. And there's 3 females. Karma's here because this guy's really focused on this girl with dark hair. And then they got this young female with red hair and then this beauty queen. But they're not valuable. So you don't want to miss this opportunity. Because there's no travel, there's no vacation, no enjoyment with this woman. This immature woman. This is not a high society woman. And there's obstacles here. There's too many women. And you're learning this. You're learning that there's obstacles here concerning gifts, sex, and true love. So you need to control your anger, or you will be sorry. Yeah. You could be stuck in a situation. Some of you could be going to jail. Some of you could be in a mental imprisonment. Somebody could be having problems with electronics or appliances here, but somebody's stuck in a situation and they feel like there's no way out. Somebody here is stuck in a situation concerning a house, property, inheritance, and they're waiting on the arrival of someone because they can have whatever they want. There's all agreements here concerning money, but somebody here is stuck in getting into a situation because they got caught lying, cheating, or stealing, and the dog is barking, and this involves family. So you're going to be standing your ground and pushing somebody away here and defending yourself because you have the upper hand, and your choice needs to be made between two people or two things and a contract. And you will be moving forward. This is a victory. There will be big, happy changes with this woman. And there is a new opportunity here, and a wish comes true. But you have your walls up and you don't trust this person. The number is 99 is significant. And there's going to be some kind of back and forth communication out of the blue about how you just don't trust this person in all of this. You have your walls up here and you're stepping outside because this person is trying to manipulate a situation. This person is in a position of authority. This is a crooked cop, a crooked lawyer, a crooked individual, and a very perverted person. And things are not working out. This person is an asshole right here. And you're not upset about this because you're having bad memories from the past about this person juggling, and you're up in the air about this because you feel like it's too much work to come together with this person because there's a betrayal. There's financial ruin when it comes to getting together with friends and having fun because somebody here is juggling more than one thing at a time, and there's worry. There's worry about investments, that you planted a bad seed, that you're investing into the wrong project, and there goes the dog barking again. So you're not going to be walking away from this. You're going to be giving it one more shot. You're going to be canceling plans because this person's playing tricks on you, and that's not fair. They're not setting things straight, and there's an injustice here. So you're not going to be sticking around because this person's not honoring their commitments when it comes to a financial opportunity, and you're going to be rejecting this offer. Because this person's blaming you and acting bitter about the situation. So good luck with that one.